Hi folks, welcome back to Highest Gear Reviews. I'm Lou Thomas, and first off, thank you so much for joining me so we can take a look at this beautiful 2021 Chevy Traverse. Big shout out to Len Law Chevrolet in Aurora, Colorado. If you stop by there, make sure you get a hold of Nolan Harris, and he'll hook you up with one of these great vehicles or anything in the Chevy lineup. Hey, if you could do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down there. Be a huge favor to me. Hit the like button as well. Maybe hit those notifications as well as I bring you more videos as the weather's getting nicer here in beautiful Colorado. I've got more videos coming out. So anyway, let's take a look at this 2021 Chevy Traverse. So this one here is all-wheel drive version. It is the 3LT, so it's a pretty high trim package. Has the leather interior, all that kind of stuff. Pretty nicely styled vehicle. I'd say this one is one of the better vehicles in that whole utility segment as far as the sport utility vehicle. Seat 7, lots of room, very comfortable on the highway, just a really practical vehicle. It's got kind of modern looks to it as well. I like the way the front end looks. I really like kind of the front ends that Chevys are doing. There's kind of a refresh coming for next year, but I'm not expecting too many changes. So this one here has a 3.6 liter V6 engine, 9-speed transmission, more than adequate. It is a little bit buzzy, but it is a powerful engine. I mean, 0 to 60 in this vehicle is somewhere in that 6.5 second range, which is pretty respectable for an SUV this size carrying 7 passengers. Fuel economy is actually surprisingly good as well. Basically it's rated at 21 city, 27 miles highway, so actually not too bad as well. So of course this one's a cool black finish. It's kind of a metallic finish, looks really pretty. Nice 20-inch rims with the Continental tires on it. Brakes work great, and we did a little bit of a brake test on it, and it works fine and dandy. Like I said, big vehicle. This one will tow 5,000 pounds while carrying 7 passengers. So here it is, the 2021 Chevy Traverse. So here we are on board the 2021 Chevy Traverse. This one has the 3.8 V6 engine. It's adequate. I mean, it pulls the vehicle along pretty well. I wouldn't say it's really sporty. It is a little bit buzzy, but then again, this is a pretty darn large vehicle. As far as ride comfort, actually really comfortable. It's kind of got that, you know, the firmish suspension, but comfortable. When you're running on the blacktop, it's very, very smooth. On the kind of concrete highways, a little bit buzzy as far as just the sound coming off the suspension and the wheels, but no big deal. Like I said, the engine feels pretty good, so let's give it a little bit of an acceleration here. So like I said, a little bit of noise from it, but there we go, right up to 60 miles per hour, no worries. So more than enough to get you around. As far as the interior goes, I mean, it feels real nice. The room is really roomy in here. It's a really good sized vehicle. And I mean, lots of room for yourself, your passengers. You have the 3 rows. This one has the captain's seats in it. Steering feels very light, very responsive as well. As far as the transmission goes, you know, it's pretty standard transmission in it. I mean, there's no kind of sport mode in this particular one. This one's a 3LT. But no, I mean, it just very smooth transitions through the gears. Downshifts are very smooth, don't even notice them. Road handling manners feel great. I mean, it feels as, you know, as good as anything in its class, basically. As far as the steering wheel feel, like I said, it just feels good. Good feeling steering wheel, kind of leather wrapped in this one. Most of the surfaces that you're going to touch are going to be kind of leather wrapped. Other ones are just going to be kind of a, you know, vinyl feel, but nicely done. Has kind of the piano interior as well, which, like I said, isn't quite my favorite. I just collects a lot of dust in my opinion, but still nice. As far as the infotainment center, looks great. It's got the digital rear view mirror on it as well, so it's another nice feature. Instrument cluster looks nice. So yeah, I mean, as far as going through these twisty roads, yeah, no worries at all. Feels very confident. So I think the main thing about the Chevy Traverse is just how good a utility vehicle it really is. I mean, there's lots of room in it. Like I said, loads of headroom. I'm 6'4" and I've still got bunches of headroom above me. One weird feeling on it is where the footwell, where your feet go into the floorboard, It's got a huge kind of well onto the left-hand side, which wraps around the front wheel. So it's got a dead pedal right here. I kind of like to have my feet stretched out a little bit more, and it's a very small pedal well, but I don't think most people would really notice that. But no, as far as utility, man, this thing carries a lot of stuff and carries a lot of passengers. So yeah, big check mark on the utility side, that's for sure. It's an extremely bumpy road here. See how it does over these. Well, not too bad. Not bad at all. This is a pretty darn bumpy road, so give the old brakes a test. Yep, no, not too shabby at all. And front wheel drive, so you'll feel the front wheels spin just a wee bit until it redistributes the power. If it needs to, you can switch it over to the full wheel drive mode, obviously. But yeah, no, feels pretty darn good actually. So as far as the interior in the 2021 Traverse, a pretty nice place to be, of course. Leather pointed seats. This one is the 3LT, so it is a pretty high-end trim edition. All the controls you'd expect for your seats as far as lumbar support, up, down, forward, backwards, all that kind of stuff. Lighting set over here. Kind of your high beam turn signals over here. Of course, your washer stuff over here. Steering wheel has various buttons on it. Buttons on the back to control the stereo and infotainment center. Nice feeling steering wheel, leather wrapped as well. It is adjustable as well, so you can adjust it wherever you need it. So that's nice as well. Visibility is great. Headroom is really, really good. I mean, I've probably got a good 5 inches or so of headroom in here. Like I said, all the surfaces you're going to touch in the 3LT are going to be leather wrapped, so there is obviously plastic around it as well. It's kind of got this nice chrome finish with a black piano as well. But no, comfortable place to be. The seats are firm, but they're very comfortable, very supportive. This one also has a Bose system in it, stereo system, so it sounds really good. So no, it's a comfortable place, good driving position, and feels pretty good. Like I said, the other thing I did notice is just this big dead pedal is what they call it on the left-hand side. And to me, it's really big. I like to stretch out a little bit more since I'm pretty tall. But yeah, you get used to it. And I mean, it isn't really bad for the average person height. They're not even going to notice it. But yeah, nicely done. So as far as the interior on the Chevy Traverse, like I said, very comfortable, very roomy. Like I said, nice leather surfaces on pretty much everything you're going to touch. Instrument cluster is kind of a traditional cluster. It does have that kind of older iPhone size, it's kind of center display deal for the infotainment in the driver's view. Steering wheel's nice, leather wrapped, like I said. Infotainment system's great. I had no issues with it at all. Real responsive as far as just speed and changing screens and everything like that. So nice job on that as well. It does have the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all that kind of stuff. Of course, it has the heating, air conditioning controls down here. It has the sync system. This one has the heated steering wheel, heated seats as well. Standard kind of, shifter down there. It does have the 2 cup holders, the little selector for your 4-wheel drive modes, tow mode, all that kind of stuff. Lane keep assist, that kind of thing. As far as the seating surfaces, just really nice. I mean, comfortable, leather pointed, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, really nice, comfortable seats. Lobs and lobs of headroom, otherwise known as lots, but we'll say lobs today. And as far as the rear view camera, this one does have that digital feature as well, so you just kind of flip it up, and I mean, it's like a crystal clear digital picture of what's going on behind you. So really cool. You can go back to the standard or back to the digital. And then the center console, lots of room in here as well. There's a little tray there just to hold some knickknacks, and then it goes down deeper, probably about 10 inches or so down in there. So yeah, nicely done interior. So as far as rear seat room, there is a lot. This is my normal driving position. As you can see, I've got a lot of room here. Let's see. We've got the reclining feature back here as well. So you can recline the seat as well. Back here we have the heating controls for the passengers as well. There's also 110 outlet in there, so just a regular AC outlet as well. 2 USBs, your little vent up here as well, so you've got your little vent kind of deals up here. That's kind of nice as far as getting some air on your head when it's hot out. But yeah, very nice. These captain seats are really nice too, with the armrest here and then the cup holder here. And I mean, yeah, just very nicely done. I mean, it's a lot of room. It's rather surprising because I didn't think it looked that big of a vehicle, but I mean, this is giving the Tahoe kind of a run for its money. So as far as access to the rear seats, it's pretty cool the way Chevy did in this one. So it's only on the passenger side, which makes sense. That's the curb side that you're going to be driving on. So to get into the back seat, there's a lever here. You're going to pull this lever. The seat kind of tips up, boom, out of the way. And now you've got quite a lot of room. I mean, not too bad. I can get in here. Not too bad at all. And I mean, I'm 6'4", and I'm fitting in the back of one of these SUVs, and it's actually pretty good. My headroom back here is surprisingly good. The seat does recline a little bit as well. I've got a cup holder. I've got a USB for each side of me, and yeah, it's kind of surprising actually. Pretty good size. Try to get out of it. All right, not too bad. Seat comes back, boom, locks in, and off you go. So as far as rear entry to the Traverse, and that was actually pretty nice install. I kind of like those little silver capped exhausts. But anyway, moving on to the rear storage, just press the button here. Across the door opens up. There is a lot of storage in this vehicle. So right now we've got the third row folded down. The second row captains is still up, obviously. Under here, there's this kind of huge compartment, really. I mean, it's shockingly big, and it's all plastic lined. So, I mean, you could put your things that are going to get wet or something. If you're going maybe water skiing or something, put the wet gear in here and stuff and not have to worry about it. And it's pretty darn deep, so it's kind of surprising. Lots of room back here. A couple of tie downs here as well on each side of the vehicle as well. And I mean, it's shockingly big. So to bring the seat back up, just pull this lanyard. Boom, this one comes up. This one comes up. Set the headrest. Boom, you're good to go. I mean, there is a lot of room in this vehicle. So yeah, rather shocking actually. So of course, here's the motor of the Chevy Traverse. Like I said, 3.6 liter, about 310 horsepower. Definitely gets you down the road. Variable valve timing, all that kind of stuff, direct ignition, everything you need on it. So yeah, pretty good looking motor actually. I mean, there's not much to see, but everything's there, easily accessible. As far as your coolant, brakes, all that kind of stuff. Windshield wiper fluid over here, so everything you need to get to. Transmission dipstick, oil dipstick, everything's nice and easy to get to. So yep, there it is. So there you have it again, folks, the 2021 Chevy Traverse. Like I said, in my opinion, of all the SUVs out there, this one puts the utility really at front and center. I mean, it's a great size vehicle. Looks good, runs well, nice V6 engine, good fuel economy, all-wheel drive, leather, seating for 7, bunches of cargo room, 5,000 pound towing capacity. I mean, what could go wrong? I mean, you got a huge warranty on it, a Chevy warranty. So like I said, if you're looking for that kind of in-between, you're not looking for one of the giant behemoths like the Tahoes or the Suburbans or the big Expeditions in the Ford world, maybe this Chevy Traverse is just the sport utility vehicle for you. Hey, once again, thank you. Thanks, Len Law Chevrolet. Please hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. See you next time. Take care.